Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well on this Monday night. I had a pretty good long weekend. Got to see a friend I haven't seen in a while. That was nice to hang out with them. And we made some more progress in Celeste just 2 nights ago. We're on the final chapter now. Yeah, I don't normally play at least I wasn't planning on playing too many games past their credits. Whoa. That's a loud shift in music. Let me crank that down a bit. But yeah, I've been enjoying Celeste so far, and I just kind of want to keep going with it, honestly. We're technically on the final chapter now, Farewell. I've looked into it a bit, though. I think we're gonna get gated, much like we did with Core, but this time it's gonna require us to collect all the B-side hearts, as well as the B-side red hearts, and the normal secret blue hearts from levels. So, pretty much have to do all the optional stuff, minus, like, strawberries. So, I don't know. Like I said, I've been enjoying it so far. As long as I keep enjoying it, we'll keep going, you know? But, on that note, let's not waste any more time. We'll hop right in and, yeah, see how far we can go indeed. So, first things first, get the game up. There we go. Hello, everyone. Hello again. Pause on this music. Turn on Celeste's. I was just thinking. I think I'll need to update the stream playlist with some Celeste music after this. It's been... I can think of a couple tracks in particular that have been excellent. And it would be perfect for the playlist. But let's finish with the game first, and then we can see about updating the playlists. Okay, so where we left off was Farewell, final chapter. We just saw a little bird fly away up here, and lock a whole bunch of gates behind it. And yeah, we just sort of explored the central area, got it opened up a bit, and now we have, I think, a few different exits around this area we can I guess explore and look for keys from. So let's start with top left. Why not? Oops. Oh, didn't mean to get that going like that. I may need to reset the level. But while we're over here, let's take a look. Well, there's one key. Thought I saw something just sort of fly off the edge when we scrolled up there. Huh? Blocks fall down or something too. Don't know what was up with that. We're gonna need to reset the level here. There's no way we're getting that parachute back from top those spikes. Alright, let's grab that. Oh, and bounce into some spikes. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to dash up. Can you not dash? Oh my god. How do you play the game again? Okay, apparently we can't dash. Oh, god damn it. No, parachute. Why'd you have to do this to me? I'm climbing when I jump into this room, and it's like instinctively, just instantly grabbing the parachute. It's messing up on me. Oh, I see. We need to let go. Let the parachute do its thing, and then we can dash up. Oh, and those trampolines are going to keep going up. That's what I saw that one time. Okay. This is just quite the challenge to drop back into, but okay. I guess I messed that up. I got it that one time, but the trampolines outpaced me. Damn it. I hate how that keeps happening. Let go. I need to grab... I guess I need to grab it, right when I start dashing, so I get some more momentum. Haven't done a maneuver like this before, so... Oh, whatever. Dying at least gives a quick reset for us here. Yes! There we go. Oh. Okay. Got a little bit further that time. Actually, just saw that over there. There's a double jump crystal. That's interesting. I'm guessing we need to grab that. So when we do eventually ride the trampolines up here, we'll be able to reach that key. Okay. It's another complication, let's call it. Oh, too slow. Come on. Damn it. Come on. Getting that, dash upwards. I don't know if I'm not going high enough, or... There we go. Oh, and we got that double jump crystal. So that was good at least. We need at least one more. Be able to repeat that maneuver one more time. Okay, there's the double jump crystal. And I messed up the trampoline. Tricky, tricky. Okay. So after I got the crystal, I basically need to do what I've been doing twice in a row quickly, so... Letting it go, dashing up, letting it go again, dashing up again, and then grabbing it. Oh, okay. I can totally do that. Totally. I wish I could do this first one more consistently. I don't even know what I'm necessarily doing wrong. Fudge! Guess if we do, Oh, damn it! That was close. I got, the double jump thing right, but I didn't quite get enough height. I was gonna say, I'm going a little slow there. I noticed these trampolines were outpacing me. Oh! No, no, no. No, 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 no! We were up there. I made it. I was robbed. Robbed, I tell you. Oh, that feels so bad. Wait. Do we need to fall back down after we get up there? Crap. How do you have it... If you tilt up... You just have to be really quick with letting it go and then dashing up quickly afterwards. Up. We're going a little slow. That's okay, because we messed it up anyways. Oh, and I was just about to say we have this first one down pretty consistently, but now we're messing that up too. Hey. No. We can get up there. We need to drop the parachute still at a good time. Oh. Yeah, drop it at a good time to pick up the key, though. And then afterwards, I think you may need to, like, glide back down. Oh, god damn it. Messed that up. Oh, what? We were too good. We got ahead of ourselves. We got ahead of the elevators. Trampoline elevators. Damn it. Now I can't get this part right. There we go, that's better. You want to get close to the spike wall before you throw it. Too close, you'll just end up dying. That was way too slow. Going too slow on this first part now. Too slow on that second part. How were we too fast that one time, eh? I don't understand that. Oh. Perfect. That one, almost. Too slow. God, my death count on this level is gonna be out of this world. Oh. Yes. Oh, it teleports you back down when you get the key. Thank the Lord. Oh my god. One down. What, 4 to go? Oh boy. This is gonna be fun. Hold on. I think we may want to hold on to that double jump crystal. Actually, not even. Okay, more parachute shenanigans. So we want the double jump crystal. Hold on. Ideally, somehow have the double jump when we grab onto the parcel. Oop, little high on that one. There we go. Oh my god, I did not go over to the right quick enough. As soon as you hit that barrier, you need to quickly dash to the right, I guess, to pick up that next one. Wait, what do you do after that? Wait, I think you need to dash. Do you need to dash up and to the right? Oh, you need to throw the parcel. Oh my god. Yeah. Somehow I knew it couldn't have been that easy. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh my god! Wow, this is why I stream. That was, I dare say that was pretty good for, the amount of attempts I gave that. And again, maybe that was a fair bit easier than the previous one, too. Wait. Did we not? Okay, we unlocked, this top one. Weird, it doesn't unlock like an order? Whatever. On. There. No, I think just the power box was up there. I'm trying to think to myself. I don't think there was an exit up there. But I guess if we do explore around this room and not find another key, we'll know where to search first. Let's keep going clockwise. See what fun shenanigans await us in this room. That seems suspiciously easy. Just need to go as far as humanely possible with this thing. Oops. Oh. Go with this. Dash up. Let go. Dash up. Man, I think I chose one of the worst rooms to do first. The rest of these so far, God, I don't want to jinx it, but haven't seemed that bad in comparison. I'll say it. I'll see if I end up eating my words. Not unlikely, I don't think. Okay, we just came from here. We're continuing clockwise. Going to the bottom left next? Not that way. All covered in electricity before. Now it's nice and clear. Okay, let's take a look. Wait, what? Oh, I'm guessing these... Guessing if we throw the parachute into these, they'll act, they'll trigger the switch. Yes, they will. We need to get pretty close before we let go here. We can quickly do that. Do that again. Yeah. That first room, I don't know if it was a good thing we did it first or not. We got the worst of the challenge out of the way. Hold on. Are we? No, there was still one, of course. It's that one more. Did this one, arguably the worst. Is it? Is it up near where that electric box was? We just did this. Yeah. That apparently didn't take too long to figure out. If I remember, we need the parcel. Or, I keep calling it a parcel. There was a... It actually said what it was on the wiki. I don't know if it was, based on the name and the code, or... we're gonna need a double jump, I believe. Slide our way over here. Oh. That didn't even look like there was an exit there, though. What am I missing? Is there a secret key in one of these areas? Seeing there's a little opening there, I don't think... No, there's nothing hiding over there. Seemed a little suspicious, but, yeah, I'm just paranoid. Okay, so there is an exit we're missing? Well, that's just death at the bottom of the level. Hold on, we can use these binoculars, viewfinder, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, something up there perhaps? Yeah, there's no exit over there. We did these other 4 rooms already. So I'm guessing up here? Hey, Linux. How's your night going? Great to see you. Let's check this out. There we go. I'm guessing the last key will be on the other side here. Hey, good got champions cape yesterday. Big congrats. What was the last monster needed for that? Right. We'll grab you. Oh, we'll do this. Quite honestly, I don't know what we were supposed to do past that. I guess we need to go up. We need to hold on to that parachute. Ooh. This is going to be tricky. It gains some elevation. Let's experiment a bit. Imp took 6.6k kill count. Oof. What's the drop rate on the scroll? Is that above or below? So, grabbing you. We want to go up right away there. Oops. Up you. Throw. A little too far up. Maybe we want to stick to the bottom? Oh no, then we're out of double jumps. Take another look at the binoculars. 1 in 5k, so a little above, but not too bad. How about me? How goes it? Pretty good. Had a good long weekend. Saw a friend for the first time in a while. That was nice. Other than that, yeah, sort of had a relaxing day yesterday. The weather was nice. Went for a good-sized hike. Well, sort of chilled apart from that. I ended up watching first episode of Spy X Family. I know someone was talking about that in chat. That was pretty awesome. And another anime, what was it? Link Click? I think I watched the first 2 episodes of that. First 2 or 3? I think first 2. Just a chill day yesterday. Guessing we need to collect that crystal sometime. Maybe we do need to take the high road first. Let's try that again. Like throwing it right away, throwing it against that, and we need to dash straight up after that. Oh, didn't quite grab it. But yeah, I'm thinking we want to get that top switch first. Now, diagonal jump. Oh, got it that time. Grab you. Ah! Went a little too close to the spikes there. Oh, I messed that up a little. Tried to dash before I threw. Top one, grab you. Timing was bad on the throw. Oops, I was too far to the right there. That worked out fine. I didn't get the updraft that I normally would from dashing into grabbing that. Not sure what I did wrong there. Okay, perfect. We still have 1 jump. So, we're good. Whew. Alright, that was probably second trickiest one after that first one. But hey, that's all 5 locks now. Let's keep going up. That red bubble. Take us home. See where that bird went. Oh! Stars, that's new. Ooh, new soundtrack. What's going on in this area? Hey, we're just climbing up. Damn, the violin. Oh, more fish. What do I want to do with you? We need to wait for you. We need to blow you up. And then when you respawn, will you launch us the opposite direction? I'm guessing? Oops. Few more seconds. Oh. I'm thinking that's it. What's this area do? Just a little bit of scenery. Way too early. Oh. Way too late. Oh, we get our jump after that. So, I need to dash up into the cloud. I forgot how these guys worked. Our little phoenixes. Ooh, that was too late. And that was too early. Very small window we got here. Oh. Oh, I think we need to dash into the wall rather than going for the cloud right off. Okay. For you. Oops. Oh. I straight up missed the cloud. First few times I was going up there. You can, like, probably count the number of time it flashes? I don't know. Ah, almost had it. Level keeps going after this. There we go. What do we do here? Stop bouncing on this cloud. Oh, this is a little bit better. 2 switches. Bottom one. Oh. These guys exploding trigger the switches. We just need to get near them, right? That certainly wasn't it. Oh god, back to this one. Too early. Take another closer look. Again, too early. Three. 2, 3. Oh. You have to feel out the timing for. Get used to it. No real clear indicator. Oh. Hopefully the jump isn't too particular you need to get launched into. This one, you have to do the bottom fish first, I'm guessing? And you can't use your double jump until you dash to the crystal. That was not close enough there. Whoa, I was way too late on that one. Ow. Quickly tricked it like that. Oops. Better way I can sort of get the timing on this. Music's nice, at least. There we go. Gotta go to the leftmost of the cloud if we can. I don't think that was good timing jumping off the cloud. There's a perfect way, get the most amount of height possible right when the cloud's at its lowest point. Is that a bit? Right, this is gonna be fun. I think I can wait until the fish starts respawning and then dash in then. Oh, that was too late. It's still quite the small window. There. Back to here. Go. Oh! No! I went too high. I went on its head. We almost had it, though. Oop. I just didn't get high enough that time. To get higher. Perfect. No, that was terrible. It was not close enough. Definitely not getting the full height on these jumps. Getting too excited. Really need to wait till, clouds at the bottom. Oh no. That wasn't good. At least the music is nice and new. I'm repeating this over and over again. Little something something's different in the background at least. Oh, why do I keep dashing to the right there? I think I just need to let the, fish explosion momentum push me as far as I need to the right, and then go up and left for that last one. Easier said than done, though, isn't it? Too quick on that. Oops, a little too early. I was late. We'll get there. Here. Just edge to the leftmost of this cloud as I dare. Get the full height on these cloud jumps. I think I'm too late now. Distantly, but oh, yes! Oh, gosh. That took a little while. We're good. Making progress. Right, bounce you, throw you. Wait. Oh, I didn't know the trampoline was just gonna fall away like that. Okay, so very little room for error. We're gonna need to jump off that trampoline, get our double jump back, throw it, quickly dash up, go into that trampoline, and then. We slowly glide over to the left. Hey, Elcat. Really close to the end. This is the last chapter. The challenge has gone up considerably because of that. I'd like to think we're getting close to the end. I'm not sure. I know this is supposed to be a long chapter, too. We played a good bit last stream, probably an hour or something, so... We'll see. I'm having fun, though. Certainly brings the challenge, let me tell you. Oops. And I mean, we technically did get, like, the end credits rolled. So this is all optional stuff we're doing now. Oh. Oops. That's not what we needed to do. A little high. Not sure. I don't think we can get, You need to use your double jump here or not? Oh, I think you do, because... Well, I guess we can test this. I don't know if you get your double jump back from going into these sideways platforms or not. We're not. We won't get high enough otherwise. I need to throw it. Easier said than done. Goodbye, parachute. What do I need to throw it against? This wall to the wall above us here? Even high enough that it'll bounce off that, though? I don't think it will. If we just throw to the right, it'll get stuck on the right side of the level, right? Oh boy. Oh. Oh yeah, we did that last time, but... I'm a little confused about what you're supposed to do after that. Oops. Didn't bounce back at me if I throw it that way. You do get your double jump back when you go into one of those sideways trampolines. Oh. Let's take another look through here. How to figure this out. So you throw it against that wall, you go into that sideways trampoline, you pick it up. You throw it again. You get another bounce back from here. That's what I'm not getting. Wait, have we been using that bottom trampoline? Yeah, we have been picking it up after. Maybe I'm not getting enough height and you're supposed to... Don't know. Let me try... like this? No, hitting that doesn't bring it down or anything. I don't know about these trampolines over the spikes. Oh. Oh wait, what? We had enough height that time to hit the trampoline? That was a very slow grab that time. Okay, yeah. You can get enough height to hit that trampoline. Is it enough that you're supposed to go over there, throw it, and it will bounce off that trampoline? You dash up, pick it up, you hit that leftmost trampoline, you go back to the right, throw it, and then you just dash up and out of the level? Oh, okay. Sounds legit. getting enough height there, though. We still have our double jump. Oops. Doing here, isn't it? Oh. And I think it was a little too high. No, now I'm not getting high enough to land on that trampoline again. That time I was way too high. And that time I think I jumped diagonally. Oh! How can I not get past this first part now? There we go. Can we hang on to that wall? The wall. What happens then? I think it just flutters there. There's no way we'll bounce back. No. I think that's what we're supposed to do. No way we can just dash up and finish it early. That would be too easy. Oh. That was an idea. Hang onto that wall. No, so then what do we do from there? I think you're supposed to get enough height to clear this rightmost spike in the middle. By the way, it bounced from the spike trampoline. Yeah. We don't have the one double jump. There's no trampolines or mechanics I'm missing, are there? Oh. Another shot. Oops. I'm not getting enough height to clear that wall. There we go, a bounce from that trampoline again. Ah, if only it didn't fall away. Unless... Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. I had a brilliant idea. Wait a sec. Hold on. I think I'm on to something with this. It's about not using that rightmost trampoline. Like I've been using. Like right away. Let me just demonstrate. You want to dash up, get that extra height, and then, then hit that at the very top of your arc. I still don't know if it'll give you enough height. Oops. I've been using the, one wall trampoline right away. I don't think you want to? Still wasn't able to get enough height. Oh, and I didn't want to use it there. Oh, gosh. I might just completely missed the parachute. Whoa! Oh! We didn't even use the right trampoline that time. Why not dash sideways instead of diagonally? I need to see what you mean. Oops. Whoop. Not that. Oh, now I can't catch that when I want to do my dash up here. I'm gonna do this now. Oh. I'm actually clearing... I'm not using the right trampoline now, which is the funny thing. I'm managing to, like, clear it there, but then I don't have a double jump after. So I need to use that right trampoline. And then are you saying, after bouncing off this right trampoline, dash sideways then? It's getting that extra left momentum, yeah, maybe nice. So I think at the end of the day... Wait. I was thinking you throw the parachute down onto these trampolines under spikes. Obviously, you're not going to use them. And then you, like, dash up to that left trampoline. That's quite the distance to dash up. I don't think that's it. Unless you throw it and you catch it again. Jesus. I guess that could be it, but... Oh, it's not easy. Oh yeah, you don't have your double jump. That's why you need the sideways trampoline. Okay. Oh, I was just not facing the right direction there. You're supposed to throw it there? It's crazy, though. Oh, that almost kind of worked. And dash up. Dash up in time. Oh yeah, I don't have a dash there. I use the extra height to throw the parachute. Wait, is there a way I could have caught it there? No, then it still wouldn't have the double jump. Sure what I'm supposed to do anymore, honestly. I'm thinking I'm on the right track with throwing it and then bouncing off this right trampoline. But man, the timing on that is insane. I don't want to look up a video just to know what I'm supposed to do. Oh! Oh! Oh. You need to use another jump anyways after you do that. I'm honestly lost. Just try one more time. I could be making it way harder in my mind than it really is. I don't even know. I don't even know what to look up to find this, to be honest. Does it give you a screen name in the pause menu? No. Let's see. Celeste, what is this? Farewell, after locks. You look up. Okay, a full clear, I guess, is probably like deathless. It's 39 minutes. Power source. This is what I did earlier. Hold on, might as well share this with stream. Watch it together. Back. Okay, collected all those keys. That was fun. We did that. I don't believe we've done this yet. Oh, you are supposed to grab onto the wall. Hold on, let's rewatch this. Music's going at the same time, it's confusing me. One more time. So I've been doing that right. You're supposed to throw it, grab onto the wall, which I've kind of almost did, and then you're supposed to do that. One more time. God. Well, hey, I was doing it, I was getting it to land on those spiked trampolines like you mentioned, Elcat. Oh. So I was on the right track. God. This next one, too. Puzzles with falling trampolines is... evil. Okay. Let's keep trying this. We need to throw it and then hug the wall. Okay, that isn't too bad. We're kind of close there, honestly. Oops. I didn't get quite enough height. We aren't supposed to use, our double jump up here. I don't think, right? Yes! Oh, and we were too early. But a lot closer, and I know what I'm supposed to be doing now. It almost seemed like it was too far away. Maybe not, though? Just straight up dashing his bikes there. Oh. These... Ooh, this one seems close. Just need to get this timing right. Easy. Easy once you know what to do. Damn. Alright, we sort of got a preview of this. This is gonna be fun. Oh. Well, that's a death already. Yeah, you need to grab these and let them fall. Oh. Hold on, I think I just want to dash left. You need to, like... You need to jump away and come back in. With the horribly precise timing. Okay, there's one. There's two. No! Didn't quite get enough height there. That was too late. Ooh. What, 3 that one time? You don't even need to use your double jump off that initial one. Oh, come on. So close. Yet so far. Use a jump here to get a little bit of extra height. Oops. Not like that. Why can't I get this now? I looked at that video. Now I'm tempted to watch it again. Don't mind having to... Don't consider looking up strategies about a level cheating. It's all about the execution for me. Again, after I've watched the credits roll. Oh, there we go. Am I not consistently getting enough height? Can't get it just straight from this jump. Oh no! Pulled back a little too soon. What? That was just too quick there. You need to jump off the wall so quick. You need to hold on to it at least for a second. The other thing. Just can't be a wall jump. Damn it. Be a wall jump like that was. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's gonna be... That's so awful having to catch that crystal in midair, and then use another double jump to catch another trampoline. Right. No double jump here. We can catch that. On getting that crystal. I'll give it a few more tries, but I'm gonna have to refer to the video again, I think. Doing too big of a hop off of here. Really needs to be a quick one. Oh, that one was just short. Pixel off, surely. I don't know how people would ever do something like this deathless. Seems like every right attempt I get, there's 20 deaths off this first obstacle alone. Seriously, I can't even reach this second one now. Oh. Man. How'd I get it? Oh. Okay, we're gonna need to watch the video quickly again. Oh, wait. Did the stream not move over last time? I forgot to click transition. Whoops. You guys may have missed that first video showing. But here's the video now. And this is actually the screen after this. But yeah, I watched the previous one, how to do that trampoline. Okay. Yeah, he dashes to the left there. Oh my god, and catching that one as it falls. Okay, he didn't do a deathless. I saw that edit there. You're not fooling me, bub. It's not like he's even claiming it. That next one doesn't even look that bad in comparison. These are more single screens. Oh my god. Oh, we got some fun times ahead. And look. Oh. This is what I knew was gonna happen. We're gonna eventually reach a wall. But I'm pretty sure we'll save your progress. I will be quite cross if it doesn't. I have to go back through this level again. Here's hoping. But we're eventually going to need to get all the other blue hearts, so do some more B-sides, which honestly I can't see being any worse than this early section. I'm pretty sure last time we returned a map it said it creates a checkpoint. So I don't think we're going to need to do this again. I'm praying to whatever god's out there. Okay. Hey, got that off the first try. Oh my god. Oh, watching the video makes all the difference, apparently. Oops. That first one... Getting this first one alone is such a freaking pain. Ugh. No! I swear, that first jump is... Ugh. Unless there's some... Oh! You want to sideways dash that first jump, too. Fuck. Okay, that makes quite the difference, actually. Oops. I expected... I'm trying to sideways dash all jumps now. It actually makes it so much easier, though. It just ruins my timing for these other ones now. Oh. We're good. No! Not quite enough. Oops. Oh no, I need to dash up there. We're so close. Okay. Oh my god. Oh. These levels. Okay, let's just get to the next screen. Great. Oh. Hello over there. This one... Wait. For some reason I thought it didn't look too bad on the video, but... They never looked that bad on the video, do they? It's all about the execution. This is another one I think we're gonna need a sideways dash? Oh wait, what? Need a dash up and to the right. Need to do it pretty early? Oh. We almost had that one. This one really isn't that bad compared to those last two. Jeez. Just need to give yourself some room to maneuver. Like this. Not like that. Hold on. Do I need to throw that against? Oops. A little too eager. I don't understand. Oh, I'm losing height every time. We need to hit, I think that one spike wall. I love this parachute mechanic, actually. Once you get the hang of it, it feels so good. Absolute genius. Genius level game design. Oh, damn it, we had it too. I need to have just dashed up there. Oh, we were too high. I did that a little too well. And I did that terribly. not, not, not get ahead of ourselves here. No! I don't think there's a second attempt for that one. You either need to get it with the height you get from your first jump, or you're not getting it at all. Again, being a little over-eager here. I need to glide a little bit longer before I throw it. Dash to catch. Oh, and that time was too long. Oh, we were close. I didn't pull back soon enough. No! Man, the first few times I hit that window, I didn't think it was that bad. Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh, another screen down. This one, if I remember from the video, looked kind of crazy. We need a double jump here. Onto the fish. Oh, and then just blast off it? It's like a really quick motion, but it's just a small screen. Nothing too crazy. Oop. I jumped on his head a little too early there. Okay, you wanna... Wait. Wanna maintain some height? Oh, I see. I think, anyways. Yeah, there we go. Not too bad at all. Okay, I'm guessing... Throw this, grab it. Oops. You're supposed to get an updraft there. There we go. That's what I was hoping for that first time. Okay, hold on. We need to look ahead a bit. I understood what you have to do for the second one. Hit that, get your double jump back. Go up. Wait. Do you need to throw it through that very small hole between those two walls? Wait. How do you get to the other side? Wait. So, like, you needed to glide underneath, right? Or, no, you ride the trampoline, you dash the very last second before you fall into the pit. You quickly climb up. Oh, God, and then do you have to grab the parachute again to glide to the end? I think you do. Holy, okay. This level may be the end of me. Let me just throw this a couple times. I left for 10 minutes. These just kept getting crazier. Man, I don't even know what to say. I actually figured this one out. Even this one. This. What the hell, man? You're telling me I need to throw it exactly between there, and then quickly aim for that trampoline, make sure I don't fall too far and die, climb up and grab it? Why, game? Why? Why do you do this to me? Bruh, indeed. Oh. No. Yeah, so far I've been too early on both those throws. This first part honestly isn't too bad. Gives you a little bit of warm-up for this hell throw to come. Oh, wait. Maybe bouncing it off that left trampoline gives you the angle you need? Oh. Completely overshot it that time. And again. Oh my god. I was just saying about how this earlier section was pretty easy, actually. Now I can't do it. You could just go underneath? What, through this first one? Nah. You can't pick under there. That'd be too easy. Oh. Oh my god. No, the second one? You need the... Oops. You need the parachute once you're on the other side, though, to get to the very end. Look how big that jump is. Even if you were to climb up and... If you use your dash there... Hold on a sec. Now I'm confused. Because you, like, need your dash to get up there. How are you supposed to use another dash to drift up with a parachute up and over to the right there? Ah. Or are you thinking I take the parachute underneath? Wait, let me... Maybe it's not a matter of throwing it. Oh, that was a little slow on my part. Something like... Oh! Wait! Oh, that changes everything. The fact that that falls off, I didn't know that. Okay, you're not... Oops, I totally forgot about that second one there. You don't have to squeeze underneath, like, at the very edge of the void. And what? Throw it to the left, bounce off, have it not be stuck up there? Wait. Oh. I think you're supposed to throw it at the wall, grab onto the wall, let it bounce off the trampoline, you bounce off the trampoline, you dash up and grab it, and then you glide to the end of the level, right? I don't know if that made any sense. I can picture it in my head. Oh. Yeah, see, I hit it there. Hold on. Let me take another look at this. So after I dropped it, you bounced off the trampoline, went into there. You're supposed to dash up and grab it, and yeah, you glide up and over. Okay. I think I know what you need to do. That last sequence of events is pretty crazy, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's too slow. Okay. Throw you, let you fall. Oops. Oh. Wow. Understand. Now it's just about executing. Damn it. But this shouldn't be the hard part, jumping back into the trampoline, but it falling. That section of wall falling there, it throws me. We get that down. Throw you. Oh, again. Now it's too late on it. Now I don't even know what I tried there. Oops. I'm gonna just dash face first into some spikes. Decline. That's not a bad idea. Oh, you. Climb too slow. Remembered at the last second. Bro, start climbing up. Oh. Yeah, I think you want to wait a little bit too, so you need to like climb or just chill for a second. For a very precise second. Oh! Yeah, see, I dashed too soon there, but you're supposed to... God, you're supposed to jump at the precise moment the parachute would be waiting for you. Oh! We almost had it there. I dashed into those spikes, but if I was able to grab onto that parachute, I think we would have made it. Close. We can do it. Thank you. I think we're almost there. Oh. I was a little late there? It had already gone by, right? By the time I got over. The timing on this. A little bit insane. Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, we're not in the clear yet, though. I don't know what the heck these things are. Okay, they're just like traffic lights. There's a little something below the level too? Oh, wait. You need to bounce on this guy. Get him a little low. Oh. Oh, huh? Go. Oh. Now just bounced him into the pit. We need to push him. Right? But this only goes... Oops. This won't go when you hit the trampoline. Oh, I'm just out of double jump. It's only when you land on it? You land... Yeah, even landing on the other side. Oh. We need to push him down and then have him push to the left? Like... Not quite getting enough height. Oh. Here. No, I need to start from above here. Help over here. Need him on the other side. I think we need to land here. Quickly have him push down after this thing throws us. Wait, now we need to get him to explode? How will we manage that? He's where we want him. I guess I need to have him explode. Oh. Oh. We need to somehow get up onto this traffic light thing. How did I even do it this first time? It's just a matter of going from the left, or from the right, I should say. Oh my god, don't push me back into this level, holy crap. If that made me start at the beginning again, I would have... Okay. Holy shit. That was far too slow. No good. You respawn, please. Thank you. Stop. Don't. Ugh. Hey, DCI agent. Great to see you again. How's your night going? Taking on, farewell chapters to Celeste here. They're been a bit of a doozy. Hold on, we don't want this. We need to have you blow up. That's fine. Hold on, let's restart on the left side of this level. You've released yourself from the struggle. This chapter is too much for you. Oh, that's fair. This has been quite the journey so far, and I've looked it up ahead of time. I know there comes a point where you need 15 hearts to continue, all the blue hearts. That may be where we leave off for the game. I don't know. I think getting fairly close to it. I was looking at a video earlier, but I don't know. I'm of two minds. Well, first of all, I really hope it keeps your progress up to that gate. Because if it doesn't have to go through all this again, that's gonna be something. But yeah, I don't know about doing all the B-sides. I'm hoping they won't be any harder than this, but there's definitely a few challenging ones I can remember. So we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Oh. Didn't have my double jump back there? Thought it landed on the wall. Too slow again. How did I even do this the first time? I think I wrote this? Yeah, and then pushed it down in time. Oh, you did get there. Decided this does not spark joy. Goodbye. That is perfectly fair. I'm very tempted to do the same. I want to at least reach there, though. I think we can do it. I'm hoping. Right. Try this out quickly. Yes. Got you pushed down. Now you need to get pushed down one more, right? Oh. I need to land at an angle that it'll be far up and to the right enough. I don't know if we need to catch this thing that goes back and forth, or if we could even reach all the way up to, like, the bottom of this wall. Oops. Close. Ah, we're getting there. Oh, please don't send me back in this level. Please don't make me do that again. I'm begging you, game. Did you push you down? Stop coming up from underneath me. Oh. No. Didn't get enough height there again. You can't really see. There's like a little dial which helps give you an idea of what height you need to be for it to like launch you. You can't see when it's like down on the very end of the screen there though. Oops. Quite close enough that time. This part isn't too hard, but do you need to catch this trampoline thing? It's traffic light, trampoline. Out. I'm still not 100% sure why there's like that trampoline on that side. Oh, wait. Are you supposed to dash up into the trampoline? Oh, hold on. I think I know why there's a trampoline on that right side now. I think, anyways. Let me get back over to this side. Do this again. Shoe down here. Standing correctly, you want to get off this. You down a notch. Hit that trampoline from that explosion. If we're at a high enough angle, we may be able to dash up and to the left into it. And then that should, well, the fish wasn't there, should launch us onto this wall easily. We can climb up and out. I'm thinking, stop that, you. Okay. Okay. Get off of you. Maybe, I may have dashed a little too soon there. I wanted a little more, vertical height. But I think we're on the right track with this. Yes! There we go. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Actually, I need to run and use the washroom quickly. I will be right back. Two. Lost a layer. We're a little better equipped to keep going with this. Let's see how my model looks. Do a quick reset. Actually, sit back in the chair. One more reset now. That should look good. Oops. There we go. Okay, what have we gotten ourselves into for this level? Use the elevators when you dash into them. A trigger. So we need to dash down and squeeze over. Well, assuming we just don't dash straight down into a pit. Okay. At least it doesn't yeet you back into the last level. Felt like I was closer the first time there. Get to the very left platform as we can. And yeah, we'll just dash below it. Okay, when she's doing that little leading animation, you know you're over a little too far. I think right around here means when she dashes down, she shouldn't go right over the edge. Oh, we were there. I just panicked for a second. I need to dash right. Okay. Whoa. Okay. That was a little too low apparently. I need to dash over him without bouncing off his... Or wait. No, if we bounce off his head, we'll get our double jump back. That may be enough to clear it. I was thinking we need to make him explode to launch us to the right. I don't even think so. I think we could have had it there. Yes! Alright. That one wasn't too bad. What next? To these? Interesting. I don't think we want you to be down here, though. I think we want to quickly dash and send you shooting off to the right. What we're supposed to do once we get you to the right, I'm not so sure. Oh, it's too slow there. I'm guessing we'll bounce on you again. And then explode off to the right. Up, get the double jump crystal. And then see where we need to go from there. Okay. Sure. Does it work? Oh, sure it will. Oh. Oh, that's just... okay. Okay. Making some steady progress for once. Jeez. Good, I can throw the parachute to trigger those. Oh, hands are starting to get a little cramped. This parachute in particular, having to hold down left trigger to hold on to it. Well, we need a bit more comfier grip. We do get our double jump back once we launch into those. This first one, we just want to do that. This one, if we use our double jump, we may mess up the timing and be too slow on grabbing this. Or maybe we do need to wait for it to fall a bit? Oh. Oh no. Wait, I still have a double jump. I'm dumb. Okay. We got it that time, though. Oh. Oh. Ow. Holy crap, okay. This is a lot of quick throwing and bouncing and... Oh, okay. Diagonal jumps help a lot. Oops. That one was a little too soon, though. Just a little. Oh, God. Wait, that one... Yeah, I think you want to let go real early. Didn't do it early enough there. First part's somewhat easy. Oh, okay. Let's keep going. Oh. Can you grab onto the side of this? Maybe that's what I need to do, just grab onto the right side. But then... what about this fish? What about him, huh? We need to land on him, have him pushed over by this block, don't we? Right? Oh, wait. Maybe you're supposed to do that. Oh my god. Yeah, it's supposed to have bounce up off the trampoline and get you basically have what can I say? Have him thrown into you so he explodes and propels you over that spike maze. Okay. Wait. That was not it. Oh, that was on the right track. I need to work on my angle a little bit. Uh-oh. That one was really late. I need to be closer to the middle. Bit more, verticality? Made it, Chief. God, there's more level after this? You go 2 over to the left, though, you'll just bounce on his head twice, and then you're SOL. Oh, no. Oh, no. Originally, I thought you had to push him with you, but... No, that's not it. I'm hitting that same angle again and again. Either that or double jumping on his head, and that's no good either. Man, is it... Has to do with the timing when you bounce on his head off to get it off the trampoline, I guess. So you want to get this first one right. We're a little closer there? I don't know. A bad feeling where I'm missing something? Oh, that was something different. Actually got him to bounce twice off the trampoline. Timing's a little different. Oh. I think after my first bounce off his head, I need to use another dash to get a little higher up. Oh, now I'm just rushing bouncing off his head, though. I was on the right track there, I think. This is where I turned on assist mode for the first time. Oh no. Think. Ah. Even get this first jump right now. I can't seem to get that, through this first gap in the spikes. What does assist mode do? Is it extra checkpoints, or does it take control for you, like, for a portion of the level? Like, there's a thing in the Mario games. Yeah, see, I need to use another dash there. The thing is, this is like only the first part of the level, right? There's more beyond this, somehow. Theoretically, under options. Mode hold. You can turn on different options like change game speed, dash assist, invincibility, etc. Okay. Interesting. Wait, was it? Isn't this options? Click select. Give this a few more tries. I want to watch a video on it too, just get an idea of what I need to do here. Oops. That was way too early. That does sound like it could come in handy. Yeah, this jump you need to do here. Oh! Wait! No! You have to exit, and you can turn it on before continuing. Okay. I had it there for a second. But, like, after that... Oof. It's hard to even, this set up right consistently. I'm trying to dash after that first bounce off his head, but... I didn't even do that first time. Just a straight dash up, right? Or was it dash up and to the right? I don't think it was up and to the right. I think I need that extra verticality, but run the risk of bouncing on his head again when you definitely don't want to. Oh no! And somehow got it those last few times, but immediately after that, I don't even know what they expect you to do in the rest of this level. Looks like it goes on though for at least another little bit. I'm not even sure how I'm doing when I get it right. It's so fast. It has something to do with dashing up after that, and then you need to just squeeze. Oh my god. You need to just squeeze to the right enough. There we go. Squeeze like that. No! Every time I get there, I dash up into the right there. I won't go into assist mode yet, but I want to... Oh, I still have display capture on. Let's turn that off. For now. Wait. Turn that off for now. Damn it. Having this on, studio mode's messing me up. Never mind though. Let's pull this up and skip ahead. It's even... God, this is not one screen I'm seeing. Here, let me turn this back on. Okay, we did this screen. That wasn't too bad. This one wasn't too bad either. Here we are. Okay, we've done that. He dashes to the left there. It's not too much longer after that, but it's still a small, fairly tricky section. Oh god. Oh, interesting. Is the heart like right after this though? We're close. Close enough I can taste it. So I can get past that. I can get past this first part some of the time. Where were we? So there may still be a few screens. We have not done this one yet. Okay, that's the screen right after. This one, you get that jump. You fall through that, and you need to catch the block at the very end. Hold on so you can wall jump off. It's be tough. Let's give it a go. It's not too much longer once you can get past this initial part, but this initial part is something. Oh, I needed to fall back down. I went up and to the right there. I think you want to land on the trampoline to get up to grab that crystal, though. I don't know what I do differently when I am able to get launched to the right at just that angle with the fish. It has something to do with when I dash after jumping off it. I don't think it's going up and to the right. I think I still go up, but there we go. No! I need to dash to the right. You can dash up and to the right, but it's so much harder. I'm making it needlessly harder for myself. We don't need that in this level. Let me tell you. Oops. How do I keep doing that now? What the heck? Not dashing up quick enough. Oh. I actually went too far to the right there. I completely missed. Oh, that was a first too. Oh. Jeez. No. This hasn't happened to me before, where I get to the right and then go into that car spikes. I think I need to hold left to stop that from happening. Oops. Damn it. Fish is so uncooperative. There were a few times, I got it like 2 or 3 times in a row. I was able to get through that spike maze, but I've totally lost it now. I think I want to dash up into the right. I may have to look back at that video again. Oh, damn it! I had it there. One of the spikes again. Oops. Giving a quick look at the video. Oh, one more time. Turn back a few seconds. No, not back this far. What does he do in this instance? He doesn't even use his double jump. He just goes slightly to the right. You need to... What is it? Period, and then it's like right tilde. You go... You need a frame by frame of this. Bounces off of it. Just goes just enough to the right. We see that fish exploding animation. After that, you're so far ahead of the trampoline, though. You need to dash to the left to grab it. Which is gonna be fun. You ride it. Jump up, go through this little maze, catch it on the very end. You're good. This maze one doesn't seem too hard, but getting after managing to get the fish to cooperate, it's an unfortunate wrinkle. Fortunate little addition to the difficulty. Get off of this full screen view. Every time I try to do it without jumping, I just end up exploding right into these walls. I don't know how he's doing it. Or, I don't know who's recording the video. A tad too far to the right. Any farther to the left, though, I'm just gonna double bounce off his head. For a game about mental health, this game really stresses me out. I can feel that. Pull your hair out trying to... trying to understand how you can get this bounce just right. I think I want to kind of go back to my strategy, though, of dashing up after I get off his head. Well, because at least I can... I'm getting somewhat through the maze, but... it is putting me at a not-so-great spot. Oh... Oh, that was a little bit closer. You can see how, like, slowing down time would help, though. As you can line up where you want, this fish to explode at. Hold on. Do you get a little bit of extra height if you press A right when jumping on it? Oh, wait, that makes a big difference. One more button to do. An already complicated sequence of events, but... you time that A, but the... yeah, jump button press just right. You have a bit more room to maneuver. Oh my god. Okay, that's something of a breakthrough. Now that we can do that a little bit more consistently, we need to figure out, how we're gonna get over to this platform. I guess dash to the left like they do in the video. God, it launches you so far to the right, though. Finally found a new angle. Blasting off this fish, and now it's taking me too far. It's too good. Oh. Oh. Maybe we don't need to dash to the left. We can fall if we're absolutely perfect with our double jump. No biggie. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! We're on to something. I can see this working, but man, the timing is precise. Death count for this level. I'm gonna, like, cause an overflow. Ah! Keep dashing up and to the right. I need to stop doing that. Oh. Oh! We dashed to the right there. We did that right. Had that going for us. No! We were one step closer. We're actually... No! I don't think we were... Wait. I don't know if we would have been quick enough falling down. I keep referencing back to this video, but... Man... I need some serious help with this level. Yeah, so he bounces on it, like, basically as soon as possible. It's so hard. Even then, he barely grabbed it at the end. Look at that. Ugh. Deep breaths. Take a drink. Little calm back. Give this another try. Okay. Immediately when I started that attempt, I realized I want to go back to this view, not full screen. It's just distracted me. This is the first real attempt for real now. Up to this point, I wasn't. Up to this point, it was practice. Now the real attempts start. Oh, you dash to the right. It's okay. Now the real attempt starts. Oh, no. We needed to dash to the right. Oh, well, felt like I was hanging on to that ledge for a second. I actually can't believe, how much of a difference holding down A when bouncing on that makes. It's so much more forgiving. Oh, like, there's no way we were reaching that, right? I was way too slow on that one. Oh. I can feel us getting closer, honestly. May not look like it. Maybe it looks like it, I don't know. Like, I can see us doing the right attempt, but just need to get there. Okay. Oh, no. Well, actually, maybe I should go up and to the right and try to race the elevator a little bit? I don't know. Oops. That was the first time we messed up the fish in a while. Ow. Okay. sure about grabbing that crystal right away with an up into the right dash versus waiting for the elevator. Now this spike maze I'm coming through is throwing me off. No, I think we need to jump on the elevator. We won't have enough height otherwise to get through. Kind of interesting. Maybe I should try dashing to the left like in the video. Oops, I just totally forgot about having to bounce off the fish's head once. I think that allows you to get ahead of the elevator a little easier. But man, that fish launches you. Some of the times. Some other times it feels like it comes up short. So you want to just use that second dash to try to grab the edge rather than dash towards it like he does in the video. Use the dash to the right there. Should have. I feel like I'm too late, like, I can see the elevator. See if the elevator is where, is way ahead of where it needs to be. It's worrying me. Makes me think I need to get it like it's shown in the video, instead of grabbing the ledge like I am. What? What's that? What was that attempt? One more check on the video. Oops. When he dashes on it after this, in the middle of the maze like here, he's hitting the trampoline about as early as possible. And that's important, because you need to get up and over very quick so that you can grab it at the very end. And I feel like and like scrub this very faintly back. No. Right when I'm up here, like the elevators are already too far ahead. But maybe I'm following the elevator instead of watching myself, instead of focusing on getting through this part. I don't know. That was wild. I don't even know what the heck happened there. Hey. Oh. See, even if I hit the elevator there, that would have been way too late. You need to get it on very leftmost part of the screen there. Oh, like, yeah, that was way too late. There was no way I would have reached that in time. That's the real brutal part of the level. Having to catch the elevator at the end after doing all this. If you're too slow, like, in part of the process, you just messed yourself up ahead of time, essentially. Use a dash to the right. Use a dash to the right. Gotta dash up and to the right. Really want to get... Really want to beat at least this first part of Farewell. We can do it. I know we can. Like I said, there was a time I could see exactly what we needed to do. Like, I could see how... I could picture how we were supposed to clear this level in my head. Now I'm doubting. Maybe, that instance there I could have dashed, like, in the video. Ooh, if I can get it... If I can get it, like he does it in the video. No. I need to use a dash there, but then... It's like I'm gonna be too slow, to catch the elevator later. Catching it that time. Oh. Ooh, slow. Need to focus on hitting this trampoline as soon as possible when it comes to when it reaches the middle of that maze. This may be it. No! I think that could have been it if I didn't dash up and to the right. That one was close. I was the closest. Oh. And that one was a little too late anyways. A few times I have been getting it like he did in the video, where I could dash to the left, right before the middle of the maze there, and catch the elevator. Instead of grabbing it like I do. I think that would help with getting the timing a lot better. But I cannot launch myself off at a consistent angle with this fish. It's too hard. I can't even seem to get it a good enough angle to do it my way, let alone like in the video. About how close you are to the fish, so... Oops. Man. Can't even get to the middle of the maze anymore. There we go. Just like in the video, except he dashed to the right there. Wasn't like in the video. That's 2 over to the right. No, no, no. We had it. I freaked out at the end and tried to jump really quickly, but I could have climbed up for a second. It's doable. It's doable. I just need to look at it that way. I mean, of course it's doable, but like, I'm pretty much done at this point. I just need to do it very slightly better. Yeah, if you are able to get the angle with the fish, where you can dash to the left, like basically just get launched enough that you're in that first gap. A lot easier. But my way, I think, is also possible. Just catching the trampoline at the end becomes so much harder. Oh, that one may have been fine. Like, this isn't even the final screen for getting that hard or reaching the gate either. There's still stuff past here. I don't even want to think about that right now. No! Again, so close. We just caught the edge of that spike. Gotta get that pixel perfect timing. A few times now we've been real close. We can replicate it again. No, no, no. I get panicked thinking I'm not going to reach it at the end and then dash too early. I cannot be doing that. There we go. There we go. Let's walk over to the right. Yep. Just give me a minute. Quick nap time. Quick nap time. Did it. One screen down onto what's gonna be a barrier. There it is! Wait! This is it! Well, this is one white heart. Do I want to know what this last screen is gonna ask? I can't. Okay. Not a double jump. We're gonna have to bring this... Oh. Need to play through this. Get something of an idea. Okay. Need to carry that along. I need to use somehow one less double jump there. Need 2 jumps up into the right? Am I supposed to bring that... down with me? Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to carry it up here, am I? Am I? I'm actually not so sure anymore. Feels a lot easier when I can just toss this guy up here and be like, oh, I can just dash through this bottom part. Or, wait. I can grab onto the side of that. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Hold on, so that's the first part. So eventually I need to drop off it, hit that trampoline. The parachute's gonna get pushed off for us. I'm gonna dash up and grab that. Ideally grab that double jump crystal. Throw, double jump, and that's the end. That doesn't seem that bad. I say that now. I'm going way too fast through that first part that this elevator has no chance of catching up. I need to hold on for as long as possible, essentially. I'll have to get something of a lead. Oops, again. I think this is the right way anyways. We have what? We have the triple jump, right? Oh yeah. If I was a little bit more to the left, I think I could have just grabbed it there. Close. We're on the right track. What can I be doing better here? Falling into the pit. That'd be a good first step. Need to like basically get as close as falling into the pit as I can though. Oh, damn it. I managed it, and I landed on the spikes. Really? Really? Come on. Okay, so that first part, it can be done. Too far over to the right, though, is the thing? You can't pause in midair, can you? Yeah, like, I need to... Oh my gosh, you're so close to the bottom of the screen, though. Like, you can't fall that far. You dash, like, left... Why am I throwing this so slow now? Trying to think, like, effectively kill a second somehow. By dashing left, right, waiting for that crystal to respawn. I don't believe you can. Final screen. Oh, I see. I see how this works now. You need to wall jump off of it. And that sets you far back enough. Oh, that set a spark pack too far. I didn't even catch the elevator that time. I was just dropping off of it before, but that little wall jump makes all the difference. So... I'm a little confused about... Oops. Oh, what happens after that? Oh, I didn't wall jump there. Too busy thinking of, Ow! I think I grabbed onto it, but I was too low. I actually raised the spikes. I didn't wall jump there either. Oh! This is another one you want to hold on to, I guess, as long as possible. Only jump off at the very last second. So there's time for the parcel to essentially get pushed off. Oh no! I think it also helps. Wait. No, I don't think it would help if the parcel was more to the right. So at the end of the day, the block's gonna just either gonna push it off sooner or later. It doesn't matter. As long as you get it on top, I don't believe that should change anything. Oh, damn it. Okay, so you need to jump back onto the block at the last second there. And then before it breaks, quickly wall jump off and retrieve your parcel parachute. Ah! Didn't quite catch it that time. And then after that, what, it's just two quick double jumps to the heart? I didn't wall jump. Hold on. There's nothing else, right? So you grab your parcel, you throw it. Or wait, do you grab your parcel? Do you need to be able to get that double jump crystal? I forget if you have your double jump then or not. Oh yeah, you should, because you were just hanging onto that wall. Actually, oh my god. Let's just play through this bubble and figure it out. I mean, easier said than done, but... yeah. No, I keep forgetting to wall jump. My brain is goop. It's okay. We're almost through this. No! I keep forgetting to grab it. There's too many things I need to remember. That last level just broke me a little inside. Got the wall jump again. Ooh. If we weren't so close, I'd say I'd probably like call it. Give myself the next stream to recharge. Get my mind back in order, but we're close here. We can do this. I keep forgetting to wall jump. Oh my gosh. I need something to. Like a sticky note on my screen or something? I don't know. I don't know what I need as a reminder. There's that wall jump. Ooh, I think I dropped off a little too soon there. It's definitely one you want to do right in the middle, not at the very last moment or at the very... I didn't wall jump there. Not at the very, earliest opportunity either. Right here? Nope, that was too late. Maybe you do want to do it earlier than I'm expecting. Wall jump. Oh, I nearly messed that up. I messed getting to that wall up. Jump. Oh, no. No, I'm consistently getting it too late. I need to be jumping earlier. Trying to wall jump at least. See, when I'm coming off the block the second time, I actually think I don't want to wall jump. That's what's causing the strife. First I want to wall jump, then I don't want to wall jump. I'm sorry. There we go. Wait. No! Have enough height to grab that crystal, I guess? I didn't grab it soon enough? I didn't wall jump to that first one either. That's no good. We can do this. Oh, no, no. Come on. No! No, you're so close. I'm reaching towards the screen, you can't see me. I can see you. Just can't quite reach you. I think I need to wall jump off before it explodes. That will give me a little extra height that I need with this thing. Do I need to save a jump here somehow? There's no way. I don't have any jumps to spare. After this tomfoolery. Unless there's a way... No, you can't get from the trampoline back onto this block. It's too high up. I didn't wall jump there. Oh, my fingers are getting sore. They're close, though. As far as up I am on the block, I don't think I want to be as far up as I am. I want to be a little lower so I can wall jump, and then when I hopefully grab the parachute, it'll act as a little air current up. Missing here. Okay, I'm referring to a video. I need to. My fingers can't keep this experimentation up. So they're gonna go numb. Okay. So I've been doing that. Ooh. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Can we get this replayed for a second? What the hell? What in the ever-living? You're supposed to race the elevator? Okay. Okay. That was different than my strategy. Maybe that would explain why I'm not getting enough height. So, hold on. He gets the double jump back. He collects the crystal at the end. And then he has one jump to do that. The next to get him to the... Over the edge. Okay. So that's what we need to do. That changes things. If I didn't watch that, I'd be trying this for like another half hour until my spirit just completely breaks. Break down, sobbing on stream. Just... it wouldn't have been pretty. Thankfully, the kind, Jasper Liang is here to show us how it's done. Thank you, Jasper. Let me get this off of full screen. For the longest time, I didn't use this overlay background. It's good vibes, though. I do like it. The full screen, it's a bit more immersive. It gets you into the action a bit more. Sometimes it can be hard to read chat over, though, so... I don't know. I think I prefer this. Okay, I'm just delaying it. We need to race this platform block thing. Throw it as soon as it gets going. Okay, maybe we need to ride it for at least a second. Oh. Yeah, that's not too bad, I want to say. Oh, then again. So you actually don't want to wall jump on this. I've been fighting my instinct this whole time. Oh! Oh! I didn't think we were gonna make it. I didn't think... Oh... Yes! 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 We did it. Let's get this hurt. Empty space. Oh! Oh! Bird? I saw a bird. Wait, no. This can't be the end. What? No. Granny is still out there somewhere. Which means I need to keep going. Oh, keep going. Oh. Oh, it's... Can't be throwing this screen effect at me right now. Oh. Oh, wait, what? This shouldn't be here. Here we are. Here we are. Just out of curiosity, let's go back to the video one more time. For the record, this is 12.5 minutes in. Saw just what we saw. Go to the next screen. He had all the hearts. What was only really 13.5 minutes of successful attempts when you filter it down. There's still 25, basically 26 minutes left to go after this. Kinda tempted. Oh, thank you, Oh Eyes, for the raid. How's your guys' stream? Eyes raid. Oh, I'm also realizing you just see me at a pause menu. Well, actually, let me show you where we're at. We just reached this lovely gate. This is Chapter 9, Farewell, the bonus chapter. We got through it to what looked like to be the end, only for them to drop this on us. We need to collect all the bonus hearts. The stage up to this point took... this wasn't even the full stage. This was Probably right around here. Basically what amounts to 8 minutes of, like, successful attempts. This took us the whole stream. No kitties were nuked during the broadcast of my stream, so I'm calling it a win. Sounds like a win to me. We're playing the kitty cleaning game, right? That's what it sounds like. So at any rate, we're not getting past this right here. We're gonna need to return to map. From what I understand, returning to map will save your progress, but you must restart at the last checkpoint. So, even if we were to go back and get all these B-sides, we wouldn't have to do everything what we did earlier, again, which is a huge relief. Holy crap, that was hard. But the thing I was getting at, God, I keep forgetting to switch back and forth between these. We're not even a third of the way through the actual full stage of this. And I just want to take a peek at what's in it for us next. Oh, what? There's like story elements. Damn it. I really want... I kind of want to do this. There's gonna be more story. We won't have gotten the full story. Yes. Do not apply lava to kitties. That's indeed something you want to keep cats away from. Or keep away from cats, I guess. Depending on which perspective you're looking at it. There's some interesting stuff. Wait, did they throw a new mechanic at you? What is this? This looks kinda cool. Wait, you use the bird? You ride the bird? Cutscenes until 1539. It's about half a second. Oh. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't even think... Well... Those probably aren't, like, hard screens per se. This is a whole new mechanic they're adding in here. This wave dash, I guess. I don't fully understand... It looks like it's just a farther reaching version of your existing double jump, from what I'm understanding. See how crazy these levels get. Maybe it's not even that? Am I crazy? What were they doing? I guess maybe the new mechanic only applied when they're on those weird screens? Like, here earlier. I don't even get, those sort of, like, echoes of yourself you see. Like... I'm not sure about this. We'll need to go through... I still need to do all the B-sides on top of this. Maybe... Maybe I'll follow, DCI Agent's approach and... wrap up Celeste here, because... I'm sure the B-sides will be their own plenty of challenge, on top of what these levels are inevitably going to ask you to do. Again, this is still like 4 minutes past where... Yeah, Event Horizon is like the beginning of this sub-chapter. Determination, stubbornness, reconciliation. Oh my god. These look cool, but... maybe this is just something you watch on your own. Oh, okay, so... It looks like this last screen is more of, cutscene heavy. So it doesn't last the full 39 minutes, I want to say. But still, I don't know. Maybe I won't make the call now. I'll see again how I'm feeling next stream, but... For now, maybe this would be a good point to leave off Celeste. We cleared what was a very hard challenge here. I feel pretty satisfied with that, honestly. Maybe it's something we revisit down the line. For now, I don't know if my heart could take any more. Hey, Tony. Playing Magic the Gathering Arena. Nice. I've never played myself, but I was on a card game kick. Yeah, I've been in and out of, like, various card games, honestly, at certain points. I've done Hearthstone way back when it first came out. More recently had been... God, why can't I think of the name? The one by Riot. Not Teamfight Tactics, that's the auto chess one. Oh, how am I pulling such a blank here? Riot card game. Actually played it with Linux earlier this year, I think. He got into it himself. Legends of Runeterra, of course. Oh my god. Sorry if the Google screen just flashbanged you there with how bright it was. Yeah, this was quite fun. Magic the Gathering. I've never played even like the physical version of it either, the actual trading card game, but I know the arena version is supposed to be, you know, a lot easier to get into because Magic decks can be quite expensive, I've heard, at least the physical kind, so I don't know, that could be an interesting one to check out. One of the first games I actually did stream was Legends of Runeterra. It was right when I very first started, and I didn't keep the VODs for them. I didn't realize VODs would expire till probably like a month or two after I started streaming, so some of my very first streams were sadly lost to time, but everything else I've managed to keep up on the YouTube channel, which I'm kind of happy about. I like having a record of everything I've done so far, minus those lost early streams, but oh well. While the online can teach you lessons, very simple to understand, learning new cards can help your surrounding, and I see. Yeah, I'm sure they have good tutorials regarding it. That's another thing. I've heard the original Magic, I guess, can be quite complicated, but I don't know. I do like card games. I just never got. I was always pushed away from Magic because of the barrier to entry as far as cost. So, hey, an online version could be interesting. When you have time, yeah, I may give it a shot. There was one other card game I was thinking of trying, a sort of, I don't think I have it on Steam, actually. Slay the Spire. I believe I actually have it on Game Pass. That's actually like a card game roguelike sort of combination. I think that could be fun. See, maybe I'll even consider streaming that next now that I think about it. I feel like I haven't done... What was the last roguelike? Oh, I had Have a Nice Death. That was pretty recent. Well, the only other thing I was thinking... We just did a platformer now with Celeste. I have Little Nightmares and Ori in the Blind Forest. Oh, that was the other one I was thinking. I actually picked up Omori. Which is kind of... it's like an Earthbound-inspired RPG, which is kind of an overused moniker. Maybe even a more overused one would be like Undertale-like. It's its own thing. I believe it's fairly long, was the only thing. I don't know how it would go for streaming. And the problem with RPGs are when they're as story-heavy as they are, Sometimes I don't think it adapts itself well to stream, but I've heard really good things about the game. I mean, I love Undertale, the original Earthbound. I think it'd be fun to stream. You're kind of interested in Slay the Spire, even more after I played Inscription. Yeah. Definitely like that first part of the game. I've had friends, I've seen friends play it. And the first part of the game definitely reminded me of, like, the first part of Inscription. Sort of similar in that regard. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in it too. Like, between that, Mori, like I said, Little Nightmares. Oh, and I was even thinking Ori in the Blind Forest. I want to do a Mori and Ori back to back for that joke. I don't know. Like I said, we could still technically do all these B-sides and then go back to whatever these levels have in store for us, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna want to sleep on it, give it a few nights, think it over, and it'll be a surprise for next stream. But like I said, I think this is a good time to leave off for Celeste. Finish some very hard levels, and I'm pretty satisfied with getting where we got. Yeah. And hopefully it was enjoyable to watch. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Next time be a surprise what we're gonna play. But until then, magic is good play. Yeah, have a good time. Thanks, Tony. Yeah. Don't give your hands a break. Yeah, thanks. They definitely need them, I think. Yeah. Until next time, have a good night, everyone. And, stay lucky. Good night.